Hey, I just wanted to come to you today, show you a real fast dessert that I think would be great for any of the holidays that are coming up, you know, for the spring and the summer, or any summer gathering or any summer dessert or spring dessert, because it's just a kind of a light filling dessert. And it starts with, like I said, it just has 2 ingredients to it. So it starts with just a cake mix, an Angel Food cake mix. The only kind that they had at the store I went to was the food confetti kind, but I think that'll be okay. So I'm just gonna put that in our batter bowl. Just keep in mind that we have 2 different sizes of batter bowls. Again, I think a few months back, they were actually, the smaller one was given as a free gift. That may have been longer than a few months, because I think I ordered one and got one as a free gift. But anyway, this is the large batter bowl. It's 2 quarts. We also have a 1 quart size, but it's just really, really handy for different things. I believe there's a year warranty on this, as most of our products have, you know, some type of warranty, but they're just really good to mix up anything in at all. And so I'm going to use that. And then the only other ingredient is some crushed pineapple. You do not have to drain it or anything. So I'm going to use my can opener, but this time, since it already has a tab on it, so I don't know if you know, but on this side of the can opener, all you do is, I've got to put it down though, and you just stick that in that tab and then just pull up, and it just helps you get that tab undone. And then I'm going to open this up, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add it to the batter bowl as well. Now, you're not going to use a mixer or anything like that to mix this up because, you know, they say it might do something to the cake, so I'm going to trust what they say. And I'm just going to use one of my mixing scrapes and just mix that all together. And, you know, Angel Food cake is one of those things that I just really think is yummy. I don't know if any of you are from the, you know, if you're not from the Boot Hill, then you won't know what I'm talking about. But there's a bakery in Kennett, Missouri, which is down south of from where I grew up. And but it's in the Boot Hill, Missouri. And anyway, there's a Cosby's Bakery there. And oh my gosh, that thing's been open forever, it seems like. But they have probably the best Angel Food cake that I have ever tasted in my life. I absolutely love it. And sometimes when, you know, my sister Sherry and my best friend Kim and her sister Paula, which is, again, they're like sisters to me because we've known one another all of our lives, because our moms are best friends. But anyway, sometimes we'll get a get-together. We have one coming up. I'm so excited. But we'll have a get-together, and Paula, because, you know, she still lives down south, she will go to Kennett sometimes just to pick up an Angel Food cake. And we sit around and we eat the whole daggum thing. But it's so good. Now, Paula picks them up, and I don't even think she picks up the kind, there's kind with frosting on it, but she'd much rather have just a store-bought cake with no frosting on it at all. So she does that all for us. Isn't that just a great sister for you? Hey, now, as you see that when I mix this, it kind of gets frothy looking, you know, and that's what it's supposed to do. I don't want to mix it too much. I don't want to overmix. I just want to mix it just enough. And now this actually goes into a 9x13 pan, but I got this real pretty button pan, the Pampered Chef fluted cake pan, and I thought I'm just going to try it in here, okay? Because, you know, a lot of Angel Food cakes are made in a button pan, so that's what I'm going to try it in. Even though it said in a 9 by, whoops, I still have some mixture there that needs to be mixed in. But it says 9 by 13, but you know, this is the test kitchen. If I mess up, nobody will, oh, there it is. Right in the center is that mix. I still need to mix in some more, okay? Because I don't want any of the mix to be left in there. It's right in the very bottom of the center when I bring it to the top. There, I think I got it now. Okay, so I am going to just, and I'm not going to flour this pan or anything like that, or grease it. This is a non-stick, and I think that these have a 3-year warranty on them. But aren't they so pretty? I mean, look at that. It's just so pretty, and it matches some of my other pans I recently bought as well. But I'm going to just pour this around the bottom. Kind of move it around there. Pour it on the other side. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. And then I'm gonna bring it around here to the other side again. Just try to get it as even as I could as it goes around. And maybe a little bit more through here. This pan seems a little bit smaller than things I've had in the past, but it still looks, gosh, it looks good. It smells so good. I love the smell of angel food cake. I could probably eat this batter just like it is. But anyway, so we often have angel food cake, and like I said, that's some of our favorites, and so I'm really grateful for Paula for always bringing us that. You know, we've got a really special connection, all of us, because like I said, our moms were big buds, and unfortunately we don't have either one of them now, but boy, we used to have the best time when we go on trips together and things like that. And you know, luckily we still get to go places. We still make it a point to have, you know, get-togethers, and like I said, they're coming up to spend the night with me, and I'm just so excited. And but we like to do a lot of stuff together, you know, kind of. I think our moms would be really proud of that. But like I said, unfortunately, you know, Melba, she's like my second mom. She's their mom. She passed away. And then about a year and a half later, Mom had a surgery and went to the hospital, and then just never, she had, you know, ended up dying from the complications of the surgery. But you know, it's one of those things you just never know if you should do it or not, you know. But anyway, I always try to wear some type of t-shirt, or not always. I try to wear, well, most of the times when I film, is to wear some type of t-shirt that has some kind of message on it. Like, you know, I have worn one where, you know, believe that there is still good in the world, because basically I think that there is. Well, this one says just breathe, because it soon became my kind of my mantra, I guess, in my life after Mom died, because when she was in the hospital, her surgery was so long that it paralyzed her diaphragm, so she wasn't able to breathe on her own, and it was real scary for her and things like that. So a friend of mine, she was actually the nurse at the middle school, Julie Smith, brought me a Just Breathe bracelet that one of the kids had made, and so I ended up getting one for my two sisters, Cindy and Sherry, and then Paula and Kim, and we wore those throughout the time that Mom was in the hospital. And so after that, it just seemed fitting, you know, because sometimes we just need to remind ourselves to just breathe, you know, in the worst of situations. If we just stop and take a breath, things will get better. You know, we just need to remember to breathe. Before we spout off something mean and ugly, take a minute to just breathe. Before we, you know, fly off in a rage, take a minute to just breathe. Before we get real anxious about something, take a minute and just breathe. So that's one of my things that I really like to say. I have it, you know, I had it on my school counseling wall before I retired. I now have it on my wall in my office. But I just really think it's a good message for all of us. So anyway, I'm getting off track. But here is a cake. Lord, it will probably rise to sky high in the oven. I don't know. But I am going to put it in a 350-degree oven, and I think it is for, I think I wrote that down. Let's see if I did or not. Anyway, I want to say it's maybe like 22 minutes or something like that. I think it might be back here on my page. It's really good, guys. Let's see here. Watch me, that's probably the only thing I didn't write down. But anyway, I think it's like, well, I guess I could look on here. I know it's at 350, and I think it is like 20 minutes or so. I will figure it out though, and I'll let you see it once we get done. Hope it's not a disaster, okay? You all have a great day, and remember, just breathe. See ya.